Our sound looks good. The sound okay? Guess we'll find out. Right, welcome folks. Today we are doing a very special Magic the Gathering stream. First of all, because I am wearing my very special Magic the Gathering Magic is Everywhere shirt from Wizard of Arch.
Just a little bit?
Up just a little bit. Hold on. Up.
Also,
is that better? Really, this has been an issue lately with Twitch.
Oh, there we go. I just need her.
Okay, we're good now?
Yeah, that's decent. Want him?
Yeah, it's really annoying because they say to use the wavelength through or the Neo through the wavelength, but I feel like it's just quiet, and I don't know why. Perhaps I just need to get very close to it.
Do you have the input balance down in OBS?
No, it's all the way up in OBS. Weird. My bitrate.
Try pointing it away from you so you're talking to the flats.
Hello?
Like another 30 degrees.
Does that sound better? Is that better? Hello?
Yeah. The angle, sometimes you just put it onto that.
And I will scoot close. That sounds a lot better.
So would even go further so that it's.
That's how I thought I had it.
No, the other way. So it's sitting like this.
My thing's off if you just want to come over. Does that sound better? Any luck? Catching up.
Oh, that sounds, yeah.
Much better? Okay, good.
That's how it
Great. Okay, try that again. All right. We're back with more Magic the Gathering. Welcome. Today is a very extra special episode, I don't know, live stream of playing Magic, because not only am I wearing my very special Magic is Everywhere Wizard of Arch shirt, but because we are also testing your recommendations from the last Magic the Gathering stream for my Golgari Witches deck. So I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be really interesting. I also seems a little completely out of pocket. So maybe just completely out of pocket, some of the recommendations. Also, they're very horrific, but also highly out of budget. So this is going to be a lot of fun with just testing to see kind of how cracked and strange they are, or how fun it's going to be. So I guess to get started, let me actually mute for myself. Okay, there we go. So how we're going to do this is basically I'm going to also wait, hold on. There we go, vertical people. I am basically going to remember to go live on TikTok. Now TikTok is saying that my thingy is just like totally borked, so I don't even know what's gonna go on with that. But while I'm getting that pulled up, so basically how this is gonna work, if you see part of my screen right now, these are the recommendations from last stream. I think this is primarily, there were a couple like randoms in here, but this is primarily green and black, which is my deck Golgari. And we were talking a little bit about how I could kind of swap some of the cards that are in my deck out, as well as maybe talking about how like the different cards play off of each other, because this deck has a very specific theme going on. That's kind of it's. I should say it's hard to explain. It's actually relatively straightforward. Basically, the three components of this deck is what we figured out are uh, murdering a bunch of small, teeny critters, right? Um, and then throwing them into the graveyard, and then also throwing big boys into the graveyard, and then raising those big boys from the dead, from the graveyard. That's pretty straightforward. So we have a lot of mechanics in that obviously like contribute to mill sacrificing. There's also some food elements in there just to kind of be on brand on theme. I think with this, we'll just kind of have to see how it works out. But I think with this deck, like, what is it, remixing, I guess we'll call it, we're definitely going to have to figure out, like, do we want to keep the food mechanic in this random version? Do we want to scrap it? Does something work with it? Or are we kind of going in an entirely different direction? Are we staying mostly on brand with the witch stuff? I can already think of a couple of cards that are probably getting cut. I don't think the mana pool is going to need to be tweaked that much, though there were a couple recommendations for really solid, like, special lands. So I'm very much looking forward to taking a look at those. And I think that's it. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Um, but yeah, I don't know if Trash, you maybe want to explain a little bit of. So, full disclosure, Trash helped me actually build this deck off of some scraps that I had left over from Throne of Eldraine, plus some modifications that we've made together over the course of building this deck, because Trash is actually really fucking good at Magic the Gathering for no particular reason. um, I think mainly because it just kind of scratches his brain really nicely. And he is also kind of possibly trying to become a judge. So he has a really awesome game and just like synergy sense when it comes to these cards. So I've mostly been saying, okay, this is the thing that I want. How do we get there? And he's been helping me build it kind of from scratch. Because I don't do very well with building decks like long-term decks. I'm very good at short, small draft decks. That's kind of where my specialties lie. Is I'm very good at building decks kind of in the moment, like on the go. But he's really good at making these really substantial commander decks and commander picks with all these really awesome synergies going on. So let me figure out what the heck is going on with TikTok. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's not meant to be. Dang it, TikTok! I want to get a little something out of you before you're gone for possibly forever, maybe not at all. I don't know. I don't know. Also, TikTok gets to skip the whole spiel, so we might have to go over the spiel a couple more times. Uh, but for now, let's talk a little bit about. Okay, so we were looking at some of these changes before, and the general comment from Trash, who is our reminder judge slash deck synergy. we're synergizing decks. Um, our deck synergist. And his initial comment was, "Wow, are your viewers terrorists?" Because apparently a lot of these are just completely borked. Which, when we took a look at them, we were kind of in the middle of the game, and I was also really hungry, so I didn't have a chance to like really properly look over some of these until today. So it turns out a lot of them are pretty wild and pretty fun. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Uh, Let me crack open. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so actually, wait. Let's do this screen. I think that'll make more sense. This is not just chatting. This is. There we go. Nope, that's also wrong. Perfect. So, Trash, would you mind mentioning a couple of the things that we spoke about briefly on, like, what's kind of going into this deck? I have this pulled up on Moxfield right now. This is kind of... Oh, you're in the process of reorganizing on Moxfield. Okay. But, actually, let's crack this open on just the main screen. We won't look at the viewer Rex list just yet. We're gonna look at... Actually, let's make sure that's listed. And then maybe I'll throw that in the chat later. Okay, so as kind of a recap for where my deck was previously, at least where it is right now in its actual like physical form, meaning this is the deck that I actually play, like these are the cards that I actually have. This is just a digital copy of this deck list. My commander is Meren of Clan Neltoth. I wish I could zoom in on that. There we go. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's mana value is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So basically, what happens when Meren is out on the field is anytime something dies, I get a little experience counter, and that continues to tick up as things die until she is removed from the board. So it's in my best interest to make sure, obviously, like most commanders, she's out on the board and I'm utilizing her ability. But that's also what I have a lot of like teeny critters for. So like my black cats, my cauldron familiars, the dread malkin. Wow, my voice cracked like I was a preteen. Oh my god. Along with just like kind of like a lot of other small drops, right? Generally a lot of my like main creatures are kind of smaller, so I can it basically behooves me to have a lot of tiny critters combined with like my bigger beasties, because it gives me the ability to continuously return them to the battlefield with Meren, right? But it also means that I'm building my experience counters, not wasting too many critters that are like really valuable, and making it to where eventually if one of my big boys does hit my graveyard, I can just recur it. The only problem with this deck is right now it is not very it's not very apt for graveyard hate. Like if someone has a graveyard hate card like a farewell or something like that, I'm just totally boned. Like it's over for me basically. there's no coming back. I'm done. So that kind of sucks. But I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do other than like to deal with that, other than like whatever a green or black version of counterspell would be, I suppose, which I do have, I think, a couple of removals in here that are like pretty decent, but not necessarily like specifically for that. But yeah, this is where it is right now. Currently, I have two planeswalkers in this deck. One is Garruk, the other is Liliana, the heretical healer. This one's cool because you can actually flip her into a planeswalker. But because she's a creature, anytime she is killed, even as a planeswalker, she goes back into the graveyard as a creature, which means I can still recur her. I don't have the problem that I have with Garruk, which is once he's in the graveyard, unless I've got my Eternal Witness or I think my Regrowth card, like he's just stuck in there. Because of that like very special condition where a lot of graveyard recursion cards require it be a creature. But Lily kind of sidesteps that, which is really awesome. And she's actually one of the better, I feel like, Liliana planeswalkers. She has each player discards a card, return target non-legendary creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. So that, like, her -8 ability is like my bread and butter for this deck. If something happens to Meren but I still have Lily out, that's basically like that's it. Like I just might have to get Meren back out, or I just have to start figuring out a way to sack my big creatures because they're just coming back, or if they do get hurt or something like that, they can just come back. So obviously, as you can tell, it's very... Oh my gosh! Holy crap! EDK is your dragon! Wow, thank you so much for the raid. Let me fix my little raid alert thing. God, that was louder than I thought it was going to be. Oh my goodness, that scared the heck out of me. Thank you so much for the raid. I so appreciate it. Welcome, viewers. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I was not expecting a raid for this stream. And thank you also so much for following and joining the cult. EDK is your dragon. I so appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. We are currently, the games have not even started yet. We are actually talking deck mechanics right now. Oh my gosh, Joss Asylum, thank you so much for also joining the cult. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly, everyone. I hope you enjoy your stay and know that it is a good old-fashioned cult, not an MLM, so no worries there. I will not ask you for any money. You're good. But right now we're just kind of talking deck mechanics with this deck that I have. This is my Grim Witch of the Woods. It's a Golgari Witches deck with the commander Meren of Clan Neltoth. Oh my gosh, wow, I always get that mixed up. But essentially this deck kind of boils down to a lot of graveyard recursion, trying to get a bunch of teeny critters into the graveyard to build up my counters from Meren to eventually get out these like big beasties from my graveyard. It's kind of we were talking about this earlier. It's kind of like a really like reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh deck because I basically have to sacrifice a bunch of small critters to get like the big critters that actually make a difference, right? Especially this Burning Rune Demon. This was a recent iteration edition. This is like one of my game winning, like this is one of my win con cards, and I really like it. It's really good for pulling out just obviously Liliana's a good pick, the Witch Kite, or even just like one of my big boys. It's Sir Conrad's a good choice as well. But that's kind of where we're at right now. As far as like what we're doing with this deck, just as the stream title implies, we are rebuilding my commander deck with my viewers' recommendations from last stream. So a lot of folks had these kind of like borderline sociopathic deck recommendations that I saved as many as I could.
I mean, they're not that bad, but they are evil.
They are evil. They're not that bad, but they are evil, says Trash. And right now, Trash Panda, who is one of my mods, is actually helping me rebuild the deck because he has really awesome deck synergy deck sense. And which sounds like a weird superpower to have. My deck sense. Oh no, but he's kind of helping me build this deck because he's actually about to be a judge. I think like he's about there. And I am not very good at building commander decks. I'm really good at building draft decks, kind of on the go. At least I don't know. I used to be. I should probably draft more. Honestly, maybe that's the problem. Is I need to draft more. But basically, he's helping me kind of add these additions or figuring out places where we could put them. Just because when I was looking at it, I was like, I don't even know where to begin with most of these, if I'm being honest with you. I have a couple ideas. I think obviously the Spore Frog was probably the one that I'm like, actually, I really want to put that in. I think whatever final iteration of this deck I end up with. As you can tell, we are on version 4. So it's been through quite many changes. Mainly because when we originally built this deck, I was mostly working off of cards that I had left over from Throne of Eldraine, and that kind of thing. Like just cards that I had over a variety of different sets from the years that I've been playing, with a big gap for the years that I wasn't. And since we've been able to kind of identify like what personality does this deck have, what are we kind of going for with it. Originally this deck had like 4 Lilianas in it for no reason other than I was like, give me Liliana, give me more. So it's been quite the experience. But I'm really happy with where it's at right now. I'm still kind of in the process of testing it, kind of at its current iteration. But it's this next iteration, which, Bug, did you end up, are you still just kind of picking through it?
Yeah.
Zach McNeil Bob. This is my Grim Witch of the Woods. It's a Golgari Witches deck, so it is black-green. Like I said, my commander here. Let's take a look. Meren of Clan Neltoth. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter at the beginning of your end step. Choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's mana value is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. It's basically just chucking shit into the graveyard, pulling it back out, and then doing that until eventually I get one of these big stompy boys out of the graveyard and into my hand or onto the field. So it's pretty fun. It's a really cool deck. Once it starts to pop off, it goes pretty wild. It's gotten to a point where I almost have it at like a like I think the only thing I need to work on more is the ramp, honestly, which I do have a lot of solid ramp cards in here. But I think like the next time I just play it as is, I definitely want to look for a hand that has a lot more ramp in the beginning because even though I do have a lot of teeny tiny critters that I'm hoping to come out usually pretty early, uh it's still pretty tricky. And oh my gosh, thank you so much, Monster Creator, for joining the cult. Welcome, welcome. I so appreciate it. Uh, like I said, we're not an MLM. It's just a traditional old school cult. Um, so thank you for your follow. I appreciate it. I hope this ends up being entertaining. Oh,
If you sorted by tags and
perfect. Okay, so Trash has those recommendations for the list. Well, I mean, you just organize the deck. That's totally fine. That's a start. Okay, so sort by what? By type in text. Okay, perfect. So this was something that we actually found out about from Maldhound. Was you can. Oh really? Well, anyway. Oh, I was not in version 4. Let me open it back. I was in version 4. Let me open it back up. My bad. Okay, so this is actually something we found out from Maldhound is you can like a better way to sort your deck is kind of by what purpose each thing has. So in this case, everything's untagged. Did it just break? What the heck? On Discord?
no, muted my headset.
Okay.
I can just share my screen to you in Discord or
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working.
wait. Refresh.
Refresh. Let's take a lookie. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, cool. So this is a trick that we found out from Maldhound. His recommendation is to when you're sorting your deck on Moxfield to do it by like what is the point of each card. This is something we kind of talked about was what why do we need this, like is what greater purpose does this thing serve in the deck itself, and that kind of helps give you an idea of the overall composition but also like why are things here or why are we doing it in this way. And thank you for following Zach McNeil on TikTok. I so appreciate it. It was kind of a shot in the dark to also stream on TikTok just to see what would happen. So thank you. I so greatly appreciate. But in this case, we're kind of going by like, why this here though? Why we got this? This was something we kind of talked about us too, but now that it's all like nice and well and organized, ooh, so good, feels nice. Let us take a look. So obviously, Commander. We also have our board wipes. Blasphemous Edict and Blood Money are just so good. Originally, we had like what was it, Garuk something or other. It was in Garuk's Wake, and it was yeah, sacrifice,
And it does the blasphemous
not
thing.
destroy. Yeah,
It's just kind of I don't know. This is an insane card from Foundations, and I'm in the same way. Blasphemous Act is kind of an auto include in red commander decks. I think this is kind of a new auto include in black commander.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's a really solid pick. And then Blood Money is also just so good because it gives you treasure tokens, and that is so huge when you're wiping everything and it's like, okay, but hey, at least now I have a whole pile of treasure that I can just pull out anything. It's really incredible.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So I think two board wipes is good for this deck. I think that's fine.
We also have a card draw with Dark
There's
Confidant.
definitely more stuff. We'll just go through and we'll add tags as we
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, Dark Confidant, just kind of generically good black card. He can also fit into You Die, because he's just kind of a cheap little guy that you can get back easily.
He's just a cheap little guy.
Just get two cards on upkeep, even if one of them is hurting you.
Yes.
These three cards didn't really have a place. They're just kind of generic value in a sacrifice deck. To Conrad, anytime something's hitting the graveyard, pinging your
And
puts you, yeah. So with the idea being stuff is going to be dying all of the time, these guys are here for kind of two things. They let you, if your commander is not out on the field, still have something getting you value off of stuff dying, and um,
it's basically
kind of
not letting it go to waste, essentially. I'll pause for 1 second, Bogo. Jam Gusto. We are currently rebuilding a commander deck that I have for Magic the Gathering with viewer recommendations from last stream. So welcome, welcome. So also really fast about Death Presence. I actually cannibalized this from yes, you are totally welcome to come join us on the Purple app if you would like. In fact, that would be lovely. So I am live on Twitch as well. But link in the bio, as they say. Death's Presence actually was also cannibalized from a Midnight Hunt commander deck that actually has a very kind of like, it's like similarly flavored to this deck, which I was kind of mad about, but it's like witches counters, but it's Golgari. So Death Presence came from there. Um, yes.
So having ways to get shit out that isn't your commander, cheat commander tax by getting Meren back out of the bin for free. Um, that's kind of the point of this section. I think 5 is a good number for this.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing that to kind of skip ahead a little, the thing that I'm looking at that I did not realize how much of this we had.
Pestilent Cauldron's really cool too.
We have way too many sacrifice stuff.
Well, I feel like it's never enough sacrifice office because I gotta throw shit into the cauldron to make the brew. Am I right? And EDK is your dragon wants to know what formats I like playing, and right now it's been mostly Commander, and I'm hoping to do more drafts here soon. But yeah, so with the get shit back, Cauldron's Gift, Eternal Witness, Liliana, Pestilent Cauldron, Regrowth. I feel like this is like my solid stack because this is usually. Which one are you talking about?
The get shit back stack is fine.
Okay, cool. But at least what's really cool with it that I really like is this kind of creates this nice little microcosm of just obviously recurring, but also it's just you can do a really wild combo with like getting Eternal Witness into your graveyard, pulling her back with Regrowth, but then pulling Regrowth back with Eternal Witness. You just kind of have this like really solid loop going on with these cards. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. So,
solid, fleet.
yep.
Yeah.
So Eternal Witness is like one of the linchpins. Yeah.
Arachnogenesis is handy because
It's just really good.
It's a nice fog that also makes a bunch of bodies to die for meren.
This is another card we got from that deck, the Midnight Hunt pre-con. Oh really? No, I swear it was in there, and that was how I found out about it. I think we did get like an extra copy of it. I might be wrong. But this is actually the one. That's not the Duskmourn. I think it's the. Oh, then yeah, you might be right. I'm not sure, but it's this art. We'll say this one. I just really like that art. It's really cool. Yeah. This one has been a definitely lifesaver, especially because once people know what my deck does, I very quickly become the target. So having this is a really solid like response to that. Then we've got our ramp cards, which I was just talking about that. I kind of need to be more mindful about making sure I know when to ramp. I think Verdant Haven I can eventually find a better like version of, but I think that's yeah.
That's there are definitely cards that are in here because it's what we had in our bulk when we were
yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is a lot of bulk building, by the way. So if y'all do have like a solid recommendation for something like this, where it's just kind of we're working with the bulk that we have, please let me know. As long as it's within like a reasonable price range, totally happy to actually include it, test it out, and see if it works. This is part of why we're doing this, like through Moxfield and Untappin'.
Removal. I think it's a pretty solid removal package.
Feed the Cauldron is my favorite.
So
Fell
the
Profane School.
The pie, there's definitely better spells.
Turns to the Fellmire.
Those four, if we cut the theme.
Yeah. Tis the problem is I do not want to cut the theme. We can always talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Deadly Dispute.
Lots of deadly.
Like so, a lot of the stuff we tried to do.
And treasure tokens.
So spell forces you to sacrifice something, but is a little bit cheaper than another card draw spell. Well, that's actually great in this deck because we want to sacrifice things. It's not actually hurting us to do.
Precisely. It's kind of trying to find that balance of like the more things that kind of come together to get the mechanics working. I guess that's true for any commander deck, but we're trying to think of multifaceted things like what areas does this help with. So like Deadly Dispute, it's creature sacrificing, but it also helps with the treasure tokens because of that ramp thing. Like we need as much mana as possible just in case I do need to play those critters from my hand and not my graveyard.
Another example of something pulling double duty. It's a great
Ooh.
sacrifice.
Here we can switch the
so insane card like
printing on it so people can actually read it.
Sacrifice something, draw that many cards, and then bring it back with merit.
Yeah. And then the Gitrog, which is just chef's kiss.
Sacrifice things. Back.
The Gitrog is definitely turned into one of the win cons for this deck. Like if I can get out the Gitrog, then usually it's a pretty solid. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. The Gitrog. Amazing.
super awesome spell for this.
Yeah.
Unscrupulous assassin. He's a
You mean
relatively
contractor?
cheap body, or yeah, unscrupulous contractor. He's a relatively cheap
Creature
body.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
And then also that's life loss for
Well,
other players. True.
also card draw.
And you can also plot him. Then look at that, Witch's Cauldron, Witch's Oven. So Witch's Cauldron is an older card that was kind of one of the inspirations behind the deck. Like I decided I kind of want to have a witch themed deck that has like a lot of cauldrons and a lot of critters. And as like an early game sack outlet, it's not terrible, especially because of the life gain and card draw. So I think that's part of why I want to leave that in, just because it is a solid just sack outlet. But also the Witch's Oven kind of does the same thing, except you get food tokens, which I think of the two, I'd probably drop the Witch's Oven just because if we're trying to drop the food theming, then I think the cauldron makes more sense just because it gives so much more with its sacrifices, and I'm still getting that sack outlet. But the Witch's Oven in past iterations has really saved my bacon, if you'll believe it, and pun intended, uh, which has been a ton of fun. But I also understand like it might not make it into the final iteration of this if we do get rid of the food mechanic, even though it does work thematically. But anyway, and then so you can live. I like this. Yes, I don't have a lot of big zombies. Yeah.
And that's where a lot of your viewer suggestions focused correctly. And I think we can cut stuff from the sack outlets. I think we can probably cut a few of the smaller creatures for more big beaters to come out of the grave, to cheat out of the graveyard to punch face.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Because definitely I noticed as well that like I have a couple of different like really solid loops, but I don't have a lot of really solid win cons other than like my planeswalkers or just getting my eternal witness in a loop of something. So finding out a way to balance out the top end would definitely be like I think the biggest area of improvement, but also one of the areas that is a little bit more cost prohibitive just because like your big beasties tend to be a lot more punchy and therefore a lot more expensive, am I right? But honestly, like I was saying earlier, the Burning Rune Demon has been one of my favorites. Uh, and I even though I feel like it was kind of like one of those like, oh, we're gonna slide this in because Witch Kite. I feel like the Malevolent Witch Kite is actually a really solid beater to have just because it has flying, but also like card draw, and I do kind of like it as like a thematic element, but it could definitely go on the chopping block if needed. Yep.
And then something goes in your graveyard, something goes in your hand, and as long as you pick good targets, you're going to get value out of both those cards.
Yeah. It's honestly a really solid pick, and I'm very grateful to Trash for finding it for me. Oh, speaking of trash, here's shit to throw in the trash. Trap spider. Oh, my heart. Yeah, mulch is pretty meh.
For the mill to throw things in the graveyard. Corpse Connoisseur lets you actually tutor something into your graveyard. So if there's a specific creature you want or need, you can use Corpse Connoisseur to get it into your grave. He's a little expensive, but
Not terrible. Also, he unearths himself too, which is pretty solid. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meren or no, especially.
Again, this is kind of draw a card, but also throw some shit in the trash that you can get back later. Same, tutor something into the graveyard.
Yeah.
Um,
Discerning Case is a really solid, and it does technically work with the theming, in a way. Yeah, and they're considerably better, I guess, spider cards, but also just cards with reach. Originally, I think there was a different card from Eldraine that was replacing this. So if anyone has any solid ideas of spider themed cards that would work in place of Mineshaft Spider, I'd love to hear them. I think that was one of the recommendations off of this list. But I do love my spooters. And then mulch is just reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Oh yeah. Wait, is there a Shelob card? Hold on. It's not first to find her.
Another spider and stuff.
Oh. Oh. Bad. Or good. Or.
No, it's not good.
That's sad. I'm so excited. Oh. I want the Just Kitties. I want the Just Kitties. Are you kidding me? $55? That's a steal. Boo. She does make food.
The rest of the text below that top line, but that top line is pretty juicy.
Yeah.
An 8/8 Death Touch with Ward 2 is nothing to sneeze at.
She doesn't have reach, though.
Nope. Which is hilarious, because she is a spider truck.
Yeah. They probably were like, that would be too much. Which is funny, because some of the decisions Wizards of the Coast makes, you know how they know how they be. Yes. Go here. Yeah.
Revitalizing Repass. I don't have tag because it's an MDFC. It's just a decent. We swapped it for a tap land, so this replaced a just tap enters tap dual land, and this one is the same card but can be a nice little pump spell.
Yep.
Or a protection spell.
Works as ramp, works as protection. Is Golgari. Nice. Then we got untagged lands. I feel like we can just skip those because it's just lands. Land ho. There you go. Fortunately, even though expensive, and we used it to get more cards as the like 60 or 100. I mean, yeah, true. Also,
great suggestion, like auto include in almost any green deck, but it's
yeah, it's a lot.
Go ahead and throw it in.
Welcome back, Rusty Gnome. Yep, we are playing Magic right now. We're just going over a Golgari Witches deck at its current iteration, and we are actually going to be going through and adding viewer recommendations from last stream. So, welcome. Wait, I wasn't done. I was going to say really fast. Witch's Cottage, awesome theming flavor card. Not great when you actually need to play it, which is a huge bummer. It really is just kind of not a solid card because it enters tapped unless you control 3 or more swamps. It always does. It always. I have never.
I've never seen you draw.
Yeah, I have never been able to use it to its best ability. Welcome to the stream, Joseph. We are actually going over a deck that I previously built, and we're adding viewer recommendations to it. So welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy. Right now, we are looking for recommendations for. I think we're good on lands, but we're looking for recommendations on spiders. Any green or black spiders? Not Shelob, because we figured out she sucks, unfortunately, which I was really bummed about. It just doesn't work for what I need. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. Oh wait, don't mess with this one because I like to make copies so then we get to see the progress. But also Bridgeworks battle, target creature you can control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights up to one target creature you don't control.
Yeah, so it's in here.
Flips to Tangle Span. Precisely.
Almost all of my decks where they fit, just like got some basics. Oh, Pinnacle Monk goes.
Ooh, the Hideaway lands might be cool. And then we after that we've got why is this here? Oh, we'll just roll over that. Hey, you see the theme? You die. These ones get to be baked.
Way too big.
Yeah.
Cycle very easy. So I would say we
Press
can cut
on
4 of these. 10% of the deck being these guarantees. All basically guarantees you're going to draw one in the first 3 turns. Get your loop going.
Precisely.
It's all, cheap, small stuff. Some of the stuff in here might not look like it makes sense, like Garuk. He's in here because his Planeswalker ability poops out wolves. So
yeah.
He comes out, he poops out wolves, the wolves.
Precisely.
He gets loyalty,
Precisely.
You get experience counters.
Marcium says spiders glint lever. Ooh.
Technically removal, but honestly, I feel like you can never have too much removal. So having it be able to fight something small and problematic on entry if someone's got a creature that's like doing a lot for their board and they're just Witch's Wolf gets to stay. Of these,
Black Cat's my favorite, and Cauldron Familiar's my favorite. Which one?
So Pride Noggin, I would say, would get to stay because when you loop him, as soon as you have 3 experience counters, you get a sack.
Pride Malkin's a very good kitty, okay? Yeah. I think we're definitely Spore Frog was a recommended swap for Witch's Familiar. So even though it sucks, and this was like one of the inspirations behind the deck, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. It was a very good frog. Yeah.
Stuff that. I don't know why we're making food in this deck.
Yeah.
The reason we're making food in this deck is
because
it cards were from Throne.
Yeah. It was very yeah. Throne of Eldraine was when they reduced, but also pause for 1 second. So, Joseph just said he just built his first Golgari deck this week too. Nice, congratulations! I hope we give you some cool inspo for this. Rusty Gnome said their son just finished a cat tribal deck. Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. We were just talking about cat tribal decks. That there was that. Yeah. Lyoko has a couple is also a big fan of cats, so I think that'll be a fun, dip. And Joseph also said, build Agent Frank Horrigan. What? It sounds familiar.
This guy.
Oh, trample indestructible as long as they attack this turn. Whenever any TBs are attacked, proliferate twice. Dang. Dang. Oh man, that might be moving a little bit away from the theme, but I like that as a Golgari card. That's really solid. I like that a lot. Foundation says ton of cat cards. It's true, they do. There's so many, I swear. So, okay, so folks, that is about where my deck is in version 4, where we're at currently. So, right now, I think based on the recommendations that we kind of got, it's going to be kind of interesting. And obviously, I'm sure you probably noticed, why is Zangief in there? Someone just recommended that as like a random, like, cool card with a combo, and so I added it as to my list. I'm like, I want to build a Zangief deck. Are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. But I think now, are we, Trash, are we good to move into the rebuilding portion?
Yes.
Word. So I've got it cracked open in decks under viewer recs.
Yep.
So unfortunately we lost all that. Well, I can remake the duplicate and then it'll have the tags. Would that be better?
Yeah. So
okay, let's do that then. So we'll just delete this. Oh wait, let me copy this. Work in progress. Wait, there's a better way to do this. Wait. Duplicate. This is going to be which is Rex. Include primer, include card tags. And Joseph said, did the only best option for him infect. Nice. Oh, I love me an infect deck. I think I would like to make a copy of this deck that is an infect deck. That would just be like a meren side hustle or something like that.
Alright. So walking ballista. Let's just go from the top left. Walking, great suggestion. Fake beater, something to get out. Let's cut Fierce Witch Stalker because food is not helping.
Perfect. So walking ballista for Fierce Witch Stalker. And I hope it's. Why do you think it's better? Oh, that's true. Actually, I wonder, is there a better way I can. Hold on.
Oh, wait. You cast it with Meren, it dies immediately. You get an experience counter. It's just a way to cheat experience counters. But there's. Over walking ballista, I would say.
We'll say maybe.
Blightsteel Colossus.
Blightsteel Colossus. Oh, yeah. Whoops.
If we're just saying fuck it, Blightsteel Colossus is on.
Was it on that list?
No.
Ah.
But walking ballista and Blightsteel.
Andrew, thank you so much for the follow on YouTube. I so appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We are currently rebuilding a Golgari Witches deck of mine with viewer recommendations from last stream. So we were going to do Walking Ballista, but instead we're going to do, I apologize, what was it called? Oh, where is it? Actually, let me go by, let me do by name. Oh, okay, cool. That works. I was gonna say, if you could actually tag them as like new or something like that, that would be incredible. And folks, just to update you for like why we're doing this the way that we are is because I'm really good at building decks on the fly, so in drafts and things like that. But Trash is actually in the process of becoming a Magic judge, and he is actually wild good at building decks. So he's helping me kind of fine tune this deck, and he's also helping me figure out where y'all's recommendations from last time will fit. So. Welcome, Swagster Gnome. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Enjoy.
It's a food-themed pump spell. I don't think we need it. Of the suggestions people made, I think probably Life from the Loam would be the easiest swap. Takes a pump spell, turns it into a ramp.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which one is that one?
Insatiable appetite.
Insatiable appetite.
Sorry,
Life from the Loam. Oh, see, I thought that was going to be a really solid pick.
Oh, yeah, it's in my...
That's funny, Bo. That's funny. I like that.
It's in my... Yeah, Life from the Loam. And Insatiable Appetite gets...
I will say I support Jenna's gnome. Oh, like I said, a couple of those are not related to these. So a couple of these aren't related to this. They were just cards that people told me about that I was like, oh my god, that's wild. I have to save that because I think that's amazing. Joseph said, I need me a Blightsteel, lol, one day. Ooh, a Blightsteel.
Why didn't...
Blightsteel, Colossus.
No, Phage is in the list of Rex.
Like I said, not all of them are actually supposed to go in the deck. They're just kind of, some of them were like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. I have to save this. Trample, in fact, Blightsteel Colossus is indestructible. If Blightsteel Colossus will be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal Blightsteel Colossus and shuffle it into the owner's library instead. Nice. Also, I should probably just open up Mox Field. Really? See, I figured Life from the Loam would be a really good choice. Do you know the 3 target lands and make great power to your hand? Oh, but honestly, yeah, that would be, I think that would be solid. There's it, and Vorin collects and counters one. Is the counter one you said? Okay, that's not the counter one then. Guessing it's this one. Oh, I love the Phyrexian creatures. They're so freaking cool, I swear. One more counters on a permanent player, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on permanent player's dead. Opponent will put one or more counters on a permanent player. They put half that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent player's dead, rounded down. Oh my god, okay, that hurts my brain a little bit. Andrew, thank you so much for joining the cult and following on YouTube. Sorry, I think my YouTube notifications are broken right now, but I so appreciate you. Don't worry, we're not doing MLM. We're just like traditional cult. So, okay. Uh-huh. Ooh, okay. Oh, oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Basically, in fact, counters are double. Nice. Good recommendation, Joseph. Which is what's fun about doing this online because we don't have a budget when we're just testing it, right? So what was next? It was Anthony. I also stinking love magic. I feel that. Word. I'm mostly asking so I can pull them up as we go. Was it Harness Infinity?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this art. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Harness Infinity. Ooh. Big beefy Golgari card. Exchange your hand in graveyard. Interesting. Ooh, actually, yeah, I like that a lot. That's a good recommendation. The only thing I am annoyed at myself is I wish I would have saved the users' names who recommended these. I just kind of forgot. I was just kind of like keeping all the tabs open and then adding them to my pinboard on Opera because I was like, oh no, no, no. So next time I'll make sure to. Joseph says, print to go burr. Yes. It's only $1? Well, for a mythic, that's kind of cool. I mean, I guess magic, freaking magic cards with their like weird NFT like bullshit of like, well, this is supposed to be rare, but how much does it actually cost? Take a guess. This one's $500. This one's $2. They're both the same rare. Like, wizards? Come on. Mm-hmm. I guess it's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I guess also it kind of depends on like how many people would want that in their deck. Like there are some cards that like some mythics that everybody that are just like what is it, evergreen for every single deck. And then there are some that they cut and then that causes a big fuss. And now we do not have our EDH crew in Wizards of the Coast anymore. R.I.P. Sheldon. Yeah, Harness Infinity is definitely solid, solid pick. Joseph says it's because it doesn't see actual play in meta and is super user case based on deck type. That is true. That's honestly fair. Yeah, because I mean, at least for me, I feel like that seemed this honestly. I don't know how I missed this. This seems like a like if you're doing any kind of black green combo, I feel like this is a solid pick to have. But Brand Bernard wants to know if we're looking for one last cool card. We are looking for all the cool cards. So if you have any recommendations, a couple of the ones that we were recommended initially got cut, so we have space now. So if you have a rec, please let me know. Yes, we need big boys. Arachnogenesis. Oh, I know the Spore Frog. Spore Frog is gonna be a big one. You did? Okay, well let me show the audience Spore Frog. Look at this heckin' little guy. Sacrifice Spore Frog, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. And Joseph says, for 7 mana, you can just reanimate everything instead of putting them in hand and having to cast them. Oh, that's true. Patriarch Spitting? Hype, hype, hype. Thank you, EDK. Appreciate that. Oh my god, thank you so much for joining the cult. EDK Life of Flux X667. Nice, nailed it. First try. Welcome, welcome. We appreciate you. We are just here building off of your recommendations for a Golgari Witches themed deck. And right now I have found the furry card. So furries in the chat, rise up. No, this is fucking dope though. Patriarch Spitting, each player chooses a creature type. Each player returns all creature cards of a type chosen this way from the graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna add that to the pinboard. That might be better for tribal. But that would be really cool. Bryn Bernard wants to know, are you running Canker Bloom? Can be flexible removal, but also net you 2 experience counters when it dies. Let's take a look. Sacrifice Canker Bloom, choose one, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, proliferate. Ooh, actually, that might be a really solid swap for Return to Nature. Here's one. And it's a creature. Oh, actually, that might be a really good swap for that because it's a creature that does something really similar to Return to Nature, and that would give me an extra creature. Sorry for cutting you off. Destroy target, proliferate. I think that's really solid, actually. Especially because I don't really need graveyard hate. I think I'll add that. We'll swap those out. Thank you for the recommendation, Bryn Bernard. That's solid. And then we'll take out. Return to nature. Where did it go? Probably in the. There we go. We'll tag it as removal. Inches. There we go. So you can adapt protection. A what? A crater elf? Hoof. Crater hoof behemoth. On an energy battlefield, creatures you control gain trample, where X is number of creatures you control. What? It is a big frog looking frog thing. Evolution Sage? I think I have Evolution Sage. Hold on. Or I think that was actually another. Ooh. Yeah, I think we did have an Evolution Sage in it. Wait, am I thinking of someone else too?
Evolution Sage's landfall proliferate, and proliferate lets you take up your experience counters.
Who was I thinking of? Which card was I thinking of?
I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, you have this in your landfall. That's why I thought it was in my deck. Yeah, actually, that's a great recommendation. Did you already add it? Yeah, although Sweet Tooth Witch has won me a few games. R.I.P. That's okay. I think cutting the food mechanic for this one is a totally reasonable. Yeah, that's really solid. A landfall ability is not bad. Thank you. Lord.
You can't have my white of the velvet.
It's in the landfall deck. Apparently TikTok does not like it if you don't have the screen on. I'm like, I have OBS up. TikTok, calm down. Wait, which one, Lyoko?
Sacrifice.
Lyoko, which one is it? Reliquary. Knight of the Reliquary. It's green white. Oh, white of the Reliquary. That's cool. White. Yeah. As in white knight. Because it's a zombie knight. Actually, I think that was an enemy in Kingdom Hearts. Do we have any Kingdom Hearts fans out there? Can you confirm or deny? That's actually I like that a lot. I think that's not a bad. That would actually that might be a good replacement for Tempting Witch, actually. Add it to the list. Massacre Worm? I'm guessing Worm. Nope. Wow, the one time.
Yeah.
Worm? Aha, that was off. Dang, look at his chompers! Look at them chippy jump chompers. Let's keep trying to refresh. Okay. Evolution Sage, Life Alone, Massacre Worm. Oh, we're doing Sheldred. Yes. Forfrogo. Thornclex. Yargle and Multani. Oh, yeah. Seagra.
On the top end.
Yeah.
Stuff that dies and big stuff that.
We'll say VRX V1. Wrong button. All right.
748.
That's okay. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun out there? I'm having fun. Okay, folks, this is the a what? Gigantosaurus? Wow, I can't spell. Gigantosaurus. I don't know how to spell Gigantosaurus.
No.
G-G-A-N-T-O. Saurus. He's a big boy. Ooh, wait, look at the art on this. I know so much. It's just it. The one I'm looking at doesn't have any abilities. It's just a Gigantosaurus. Oh. And then eventually you just get out the Gigantosaurus. Hey, you know what the most witchy thing of all is? Fucking dinosaurs. Maybe not fucking dinosaurs, but just dinosaurs. And they're fucking dinosaurs. You know what? You get it. I don't have to explain. It's fine. It's fine. Don't take that out of context. Oh, perfect. Also, folks, if you are, before we get started, if you are interested in watching us reorganize our whole Magic the Gathering collection of around 3,000 cards, then I'm going to be... Really? How many cards is it now? Do we know? My commander, by the way, GP. Yeesh. Well, if you are someone who gets a lot of satisfaction from watching people organize their card collection, there's a TikTok series coming out where I'm going to be reorganizing our whole card collection into nice little cube storages, organizing them, and also scanning them using one of those little scanny things that we 3D printed ourselves. So I'm very excited about that. So with all these changes, these are all the new ones that we have. Again, just for reminder, where did it go? Oh no, I zoomed in. Okay, there we go. Our new cards are Evolution Sage, Life from the Loam, Massacre Worm, Sheoldred, Spore Frog, Vorinclex, Yargulmutani, and Igra. So that's going to be our first viewer Rex. At the end of the game today, if you have any more recommendations you would like to make for this deck, let me know. But for now, we're going to focus and we are going to play, which means I have to get this copied into Untapped. Let me see if I remember how to do this. So export, copy for... Is it copy for MTGA or MTGO? And GP, in case that was unable to be read, my commander's Meren of Clan Telnoth. I get a experience counter when she's on the field. As things die, that experience grows.
So I would just do a completely new deck.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing, is I just ended up doing... Wait, hold on. I think this was a copy... Oh. Let's just back out of this. I'm just actually gonna... No, I know, I was just deleting the... Calm down! Wait, hold on. There we go, create deck. And then paste deck. Yep. Import cards. Starts in play. Wait, how do I... There we go, starts in play. Perfect. What? Okay. Yay! Look, Eager's the cover. Beautiful. GP says Insidious Fungus. Last rec. Oh, yeah, you should open to my stream, Fishy. You might have fun, especially because you just bought some magic cards. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? It's fun either way. All right, so let me know when you've made a game. I'm actually going to start. So, folks, I'm going to start a prediction. This is on the Purple app for those of you watching on other platforms, which always welcome to join us on the Purple app if you'd like to. It's the one that I have the most built up right now. So we're gonna call this prediction yay or, well, hold on, we'll say is this version, well, what do you think? What's a cute way to say, like, hot or not? Dope or broke? So, coolest deck wreck ever. I'll just say Rex because I'm this way. Oh my god, Twitch. And then we'll say broke into trash. Go. Alright, we're gonna start. We're gonna do 5 minutes on the prediction period. You have 5 minutes to vote. Sweet. Oh, that's your wife. Oh, wonderful. Welcome. That's exciting. We are also a magic couple in this house. So welcome everyone, welcome. Okay, so we're going to get started with the thing. Did y'all make the game?
Yes.
Oh, KittehPaws, I see it. Join game. Wow, I was like, where is it? Oh, it's this. Perf. Folks, I think if you would like to, you can. Sorry, what'd you say, Luco? Ooh. You think it's too mean? Oh dear. We're gonna shuffle a couple of times. So the trick with untapping, folks, is you gotta shuffle a few times. We'll do 3 for good luck, because 3 is my lucky number. Draw 7. And what I'm gonna do, which is gonna be very different for like how most people play, is I'm gonna play kind of open-handed because Lyoko and Trash are specifically helping me test this version of the deck, and I also want to be able to make sure I'm narrating my choices for you as we're going. So it'll just be kind of like a fun little collaborative game of Commander. How about that, y'all? Let's take a look. And let me also switch my screen. So let's talk about what's in my current deck, yes? Or current hand. Okay, so we've got Light from the Loam already, Witch's Cauldron already, Gitrog, Scornblade Berserker, Arachnogenesis, Foul Orchard, and Jungle Hollow. So even though I'd prefer to have 3 lands, I'm tempted to keep it just because I can get Scornblade out immediately.
It's a greedy keep.
You think so? Well.
It's a greedy keep.
And
you've got no red.
That's so true. Yeah, then I'm pretty boned. Yeah. Okay, then I will mulligan. Yeah, because it was. Yeah. Especially getting Light from the Loam immediately in Witch's Cauldron, like off rip. That's pretty solid, but I also do not want to risk, because that's the thing I always run into with this deck, is I'm like, oh, I can make it work, and then I'm like, oh, but I don't have any ramp. Oh no, this was a mistake, as it turns out. Also, hold on, I don't know why. Okay, is that? Sorry, I keep messing with this, folks. Okay, there we go. Just making sure that is where it needs to be. Okay, so let me. So can I wait? Hold on. I need to remember how do I mulligan? Is there a fast way to mulligan, or should I just shuffle? Oh no. There's chat.
It's gonna be at the bottom left side of it and like the top right side of your hand window. So like you see the white rectangle on the right.
Yes.
Chat.
Yes.
Left side of it.
Oh, I see it. It's teeny tiny. Yep. Mulligan 7. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that's a really weirdly specific place to put the. Ooh, okay, interesting. Oh, all right. This might be a better. Okay, so for this one, I've got 3 lands off rip. Well, not 3. I have the Dross Pits, I have a forest, and I also have Verdant Haven, and a Mind Stone. And then I have Liliana Heretical Healer, Pride Malkin, and Black Cat, which are 2 really solid, like, small boys to pop off on.
That's a solid.
Because I can, at the very least, get Verdant Haven out on turn 3. Or even Mind Stone out on turn 2.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Yeah. I will keep them. It's the dice. Or what are we rolling? A d6, d20, what? Oh. Which order are we going in? Are we going trash, Lyoko, me? Oh, right, because it does the whole little. Sorry, folks. This is only like my 3rd untapping game, so I'm not. Oh. Can I just. Okay, well. I'm last.
I mean, that deck is just, as long as you ramp that deck.
It's like right on the little line. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna do land for turn, draws pits, enters the battlefield tapped. I can tap it to add swamp. 1 swamp. I can also pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice and draw a card. And pass. Oh wait, I didn't draw for turn. Oh my god, I always forget to draw for turn. It's cool, it's just a Necroblossom Snarl. It's basically the same. Oh, ooh, actually, this is gonna be great for next turn. So in my hand, I'm gonna kind of arrange by like what cards I think I'm gonna play next. Just to kind of help visualize.
Cast the spell. If I win the flip, I get to copy the spell. Pass.
Guys, I got so many kitties in my hand. I got kitties. That's a good fucking kitty right there. It's paste. I guess we could also put on some music while we're singing it. Add 1 mana of any color, exile a card from a graveyard. You may cast dinosaur creature spells from among cards you own exiled with Intrepid Paleontologist. If you cast a spell this way, that creature enters the battlefield with a finality counter on it. I think I'm also going to switch to stamping. After my turn, I will.
Cool.
we go. Untap, upkeep, draw. Is it being bitchy? Ooh, nice. That's solid. Okay, so next I'm going to play Necroblossom Snarl. Comes into play tapped unless I reveal a swamp or forest, and if I don't, then it enters the battlefield tapped. So I do have a forest in my hand. And then I'm going to tap both of these. Doesn't really matter what color, but we'll say for black and for green. For a Mind Stone, add 1 to your mana pool, and I can also sacrifice it to draw a card. I'm going to put that off to that. Well, I'm going to put it over to the side, so I can kind of tell it's my spot. All right, and pass. Ah! Oopsie. I'm also going to move to stand. And show you my dope ass magic shirt. Check this out.
Tapped. I'm going to
great. It's green screen.
Color. I do blue, so this taps for.
Well, I tried. It's really cool. I promise.
2 drops, so.
You're gonna bomb me for 2? Yeah. I will take 2. What did you oopsie? Oh no! Did you... Like, what the heck? Oh well. Nice. Great. Alright, untap. Okay, upkeep, draw. No way! No way! I got a soul ring. Nice. Okay, well. Aw. That's true. That's a good point. I was gonna put out my radiant fountain, but I think it'd make more sense to get out a forest for just having extra lands. But yeah, I'm gonna get out land for turn, tap my Mind Stone, and that forest. Yes. Oh, but I could also no. Oh wait, no, because I can still get out Meren. Oh my god, my brain broke. Yes. No, my brain just fully broke for a second. Get out of here, Mind Stone. You are not top priority now. It's now the soul ring. That's pretty lucky. Turn, what is that, 3 soul ring? That's not bad.
It is.
Alright, so then let's tap it. Let's tap everything. There we go. To get out Meren. What? What's tap for me? Because I needed it to get out the soul ring. Oh my god. Yep. Nope. I'm an idiot. Why do I always think that soul ring's a 2-drop? No, it's 1 drop. That's why it's so because it should be. Yeah, exactly. It feels unfair. I know a soul ring is the most common card in every single deck, but it still somehow feels illegal to have. The 1 ring, as it were. Hello, welcome to Stream Wither Hunter. We are currently playing changes to my Golgari Witches deck, sorry. Using the viewer's recommendations currently. So alright, so that is all I have the ability for. Meren's got Summoning Sickness. I will pass.
could invent its legal.
I guess I could just kind of
Well, it's not banned in standard. It's just not in the standard because it's not
fire away, Wither Hunter. How can I answer your question?
not in the standard.
Have I ever used MTGO or MTGO? I don't remember how people refer to it as MTG Online. Sorry, I've also heard people call it MTGO. I don't know why. I was always like, why? That's fucking weird. And how does it work? I've never used MTG Online, and I have never heard good things about it. Ooh. Yeah, I had friends who used to. I remember now. I actually had friends who played on MTG Online, and that was one of their biggest complaints. Is they were like, "This is stupid. Why do I have to buy all my cards when I already have them? Annoying." Wither Hunter says they want to play Pauper, but it's not working. Oh no! I'm so sorry. That is a bummer. Well, the program, yeah, the interface is not great. Which is so funny because I'm pretty sure it's the official Wizards property, and it's like they were like, no, half our money goes into Arena, sorry. But we're just playing on Untapped, which is fine. Previously, we would do the screen sharing workaround for oh fuck, what was the other name? Not to Discord, it was the other official Magic the Gathering. Like you could play overhead, but we spell table. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. I kind of liked it because I liked how like simple and seamless the interface is, but this is fine. Until they make something even better, this is fine. Poor Wither Hunter says can't even get the play screen to show up. It's loaded and everything, but you can't click on it. No, I'm sorry. That's so frustrating. Anyway, Trash, what were you gonna? What's your next move? I'm turning Discord up a little bit because Trash tends to talk at kind of a low timbre. I apologize. All right, so now it's Leoko's turn. Yeah, Untapped's pretty fun. And I like how it's not just Magic the Gathering on there. I like that it's a lot of different TCG. Like we've actually been talking about maybe using it to try out that one anime one. What is that? The that I always forget. Vice something. Vice Schwartz. Vice Schwartz. Or whatever. I'm not sure. Or whatever. So, folks, if any of you want to see the deck list again, I'm putting the link in chat. I have not set up a bot for this, bot command for this yet, so enjoy. Oh, apparently I can send it to all through Caster Labs. Oh no, Caster Labs is gonna read on my own thing. Nice.
Yeah.
Wither Hunter says if you want to play One Piece, they have a better unofficial sim. Ooh, I might actually have to check that out. I hear the One Piece TCG is pretty fun. It is fun. How do the mechanics in the One Piece work differently from Magic is what I'm curious about. Is it more similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or is it more similar to Magic? Also, things are happening. Ooh, what's the good touch? Everybody, all the girls love cultivate. Sorry, that's fucking disgusting. No, it's not disgusting. It's beautiful and well needed. Oh. Ooh, turned up too much. Let me see if I can fix that. Bug, would you let me know if your guys' Discord voices are at a reasonable volume? Because I cannot seem to kind of get it in the Goldilocks zone. It doesn't help that my magic friends all talk with a really low, concentrating nerd voice when they're thinking. Sweet.
That sounds fine. Testing, testing, testing.
Yeah, I was wondering if the One Piece trading card game was more similar in playstyle to Magic the Gathering, or if it was more similar in playstyle to Yu-Gi-Oh! Really? So neither.
I'm a little quiet. You could turn it up like a hair.
But then it just says neither. Neither. They say it's closer to Pokemon, kinda, but not really. Okay, so it sounds like it's kind of in a league of its own now, or just in general. Neat.
Okay.
You can try to beat me up with your free run deck, except I'm going to respond with a high school DxD deck.
we do have to.
Yeah, we can keep it moving. Okay. Work stuff. Suck. What is, okay, hold on. There's a button. Okay, that's fine. Alright, untap, upkeep. Pause to make sure I'm not missing upkeep. Draw. Let's see. Dark Confidant. Ooh, I like that art. I wish I had that art. That's cool as heck. So let's do, I'm gonna do a Radiant Fountain as land for turn. Um, okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to tap three. Wait, hold on. When Radiant Fountain enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life. Bap, up to 40 again. I'm going to tap. Wait, let's just do Soul Ring. Tap 3 for Verdant Haven. And then I'm going to attach that to my Radiant Fountain. Verdant Haven, enchant land. When Verdant Haven enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life, so I gain 2 more life. Bap. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds 1 mana of any color to his or her mana pool, in addition to the mana the land produces. And then I'm also going to tap these 2. We're going to say for black and for black. And I'm going to play Dark Confidant. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. And I think I have enough. Oh, actually, I have enough, I think, for both. No, only for 1. I do. So I've got Black Cat and I have Pride Malkin. And I'm thinking I might want to get out the Pride Malkin. Just to give the Dark Confidant +3/+2. Yeah, because I can always get the black cat out next turn and have something to kind of sack, but I also have Liliana Heretical Healer. And I think I have. Oh no, I don't have enough. Wait. Yeah. So I'll actually wait on Liliana. I think I am going to get out Pride Malkin. So I'm going to tap for colorless green. And I'm going to give a +1/+1 counter to the Mr. Mans. And pass the turn. And I'm going to read these messages I got in the meantime. Oh my gosh, Wither Hunter, thank you so much for following. I was just about to read your messages. If TikTok will cooperate. Oh my god. So,
Cinder split.
it's closer Pokemon. It's a Bandai game, so
Keep trigger.
so it plays like those. Hold on, I have a button for this. So it's either control or you go. Oh my gosh, sorry. My stupid thing keeps jumping around. It's a Bandai game, so it plays like those. It has its own mana base in it. That's its own deck that goes up to 10 and a leader, which is like commander. It's pretty fun. The meta right now is kind of ass. It's either control or you go wide, or go wide every fast every turn, or very fast every turn. I'm guessing. If you're worried about spoilers, though, don't play it. You will get spoiled. And he also just realized I'm playing Meren. She's super fun. Oh, I love Meren. My Meren deck is definitely the reason I keep coming back to it is because she is my absolute favorite, 100%. You are totally fine. I got it after a second. We're good. Man. Your friend has Meren built and his is spicy, super expensive and cool. Yeah, like we were saying with some of these recommendations, a lot of them are like way out of my price range. But that's kind of what's fun about testing them is because it's like, oh, I get to dream a little bit. Okay, so Trash did some moves. I really like the art on these guys. Wither Hunter says, "Can I send in my deck?" Absolutely. I think I don't know if I have link protection on. I might try it and then we'll see. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Um. So they're both enters triggers, which means you can stack them however you want. I think it would be 6 if you stack the Pantlaza
Nice.
the wild trigger ahead of the Pantlaza trigger.
It got snagged by the filter, but I was still able to see it, so I have it copied now. It is all good. It still showed up in my copy of chat, so I have it copied.
I don't have any.
Hey, a cheap build is effective. It doesn't really matter, does it? But also, yeah, I feel like anybody too.
So it doesn't say it loses when you tap. You still tap. doesn't say loses all other abilities. It's her soul ring is still a soul ring. It is also now a 0/4 ball.
What? Don't turn my soul ring into a wall. That's not very nice. Yeah, the It's the reason why they call it cardboard crack, because it's expensive. Still really fun and strong, though. Nice. Okay. That's it. EDK, I do play Magic Arena occasionally. It's kind of one of those where like I again kind of going back to like the having to own the cards on it. I just do not have any solid cards. So it's kind of more annoying for me to play. Okay, I'm sorry. What am I responding to? I got a little confused there. Okay. Soul Ring's a wall now. Is there a way to... It's still a soul ring, but it's a soul wall. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's not very nice. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about the... Okay, I see. So that is the... Alright. Now. But also... No, just kidding. Suck my deck! Suck my viewer recommended DECK. Okay, my turn. Alright, untap, upkeep. Wait, hold on. First we untap, otherwise I'll forget. And then upkeep. Reveal the top card of my library and put that card in my hand. I lose life equal to its converted mana cost. Oh, hey, look at that! Ouch! It's Vorniclex. Nice! I'm glad. It just says you got all the infinities in there. Love the grind. Nice. You and your homies all start at the same time, so it's more fair for us. That is, yeah, that is totally fair. It's kind of one of those, like, I always, like, fall behind and then get caught back up. But hey, look at that. We got Vorniclex. Heck yeah. That's awesome. But also, owie, how much does that hit me for? 6. I guess that's not too bad because I did gain a bunch of life. Nice. Well, shit. Okay. Alright, so, while I still have a wall, I'm probably gonna have to use that at some point. No, well, actually no, because I'll have 2 floating. So, I'm gonna use the soul ring, and then... Let's see. Oh, crap, but I need... Oh, wait. Okay, no, it might make more sense. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do Radiant Fountain and black. And then we're gonna have to do, we'll just say a Mind Stone and a Necroblossom Snarl also for black. I'll put those in the same stack so I know. And then Dross Pits also for black. Well, actually, it might make more sense to just tap my Soul Ring and have... Okay. No, I need to tap Radiant Fountain to... Just give me a second. Okay, so Radiant Fountain is tapping for black, so is Necroblossom Snarl. Dross Pits is also tapping for black. So that's, wait, hold on, math. No, it wasn't Dross Pits, it was going to be Mind Stone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, I need one more, so then I am going to do Dross Pits. That's going to tap for black. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So first, Black Cat's coming out. Whenever it dies, target opponent discards a card at random. And Lily, Heretical Healer's coming out. Lifelink, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile Liliana and return her to the battlefield transformed under her owner's control. And make a Zambo. Yeah. And then I don't really have any way to sacrifice the critter just yet. And I really can't really swing at you guys because I don't really have other thing. Well, I yeah. Oh, that's true.
We don't block your
Okay, well then I'm gonna swing at Trash Panda with the Pride Malkin. The Black Cat has. Well, actually, I'm also gonna swing at the Dark Confidant. Is that a good idea or is that a bad idea? No, that's a bad idea. I want the. Well, because I want the Dark Confidant because I'm only down to one card in my hand, though. Or should I? But if those two die, I can just get it back out. Oh, and it has Trample. Okay, I'm gonna swing at Trash Panda with both the Pride Malkin and the Dark Confidant. Sweet. And that is my turn.
Yeah, there's
How's the
no
panda?
downside to your stuff. You want
That's true. That is true.
swing. That deck is about turning cards sideways.
Yeah. Turning cards sideways is my favorite pastime. And Wither Hunter wants to know what my thoughts on ducks. I suppose it depends on the context. Depends on the context.
We're gonna shoot the Intrepid Paleontologist for 1. I also get to draw a card. And then we are gonna go again. That is tailed, so one of you gets to shoot something.
What?
If you shoot Alex
If I shoot my black cat, it dies and a target opponent discards a card at random.
I mean, I was shooting.
Oh, that's true. Hmm. 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 I guess the Pride Malkin, because it is already flipped. I'll put it in the graveyard. And that puts my experience counter up to 1. Boop. And also Lily's ability triggers. So she flips. How do I flip her? Invert. No, not invert. Revert. Alt face. There we go. And I also get a Zambi. What's in your hand? Zombie. 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 Which zombie should we do? Tokens, obviously. What? Zombie, 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 zombie. Oh, that's a cool zombie. I like that zombie. Actually, wait. I kind of like this classic zombie. And it gave me a lot. That's not the one I picked. Word. Wither Hunter asks, the context is if you saw a duck and a goose, which would you want to befriend first? Oh, the duck 100% of the time. Geese are dicks. And I hate them. I love ducks, though. Ducks are also kind of dicks, but they're way cuter than geese, in my opinion. Like, if someone gave me a goose trinket at a rave, I would cry. But if someone gave me a little ducky, I would squee.
We are going to move to
Ducks are literally the best. They're so cute. Thank you. I try to be cool. Uh-oh.
Does nothing. Now we'll do Cinder Split. There was also tail.
Wow, is this fear and hunger?
Alex and Hannah, you each get to do
Oh. I'm gonna deal. Wait, is it? Wait, hold on. Is Lyoko's turn next? Hmm.
Intrepid Paleontologist is still marked with 1 damage.
I'm gonna choose to hit the Intrepid Paleontologist. I was gonna hit the Black Cat, but I don't need to trigger Liliana's thingy, so. Yeah, I'm gonna ping the Paleontologist. Rip, bozo! Just kidding, she seems really cool.
Creature.
People at work and your TCG friends don't call you by your name or your IRL name, they just call you Ducky. I like that! Like Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. I hope that scratched a nostalgia itch in someone's brain somewhere. Yerp. Nice. Nice. I love it. Incredible. What? What happened? How many more turns? Mm? It's either that or number 1 Trafalgar Law stand? What is Trafalgar Law? How can you even rambling at it?
He is a
Leg piece. Hold on. I can spell his name to save my life. That guy! That's who I thought you were talking about! I love that guy! He's got one of my favorite fits in the show. Like, what are the spots on his hat? Is it rocks? Is it embroidered? I don't know. It's dope as hell, though. I actually went to a One Piece themed burlesque show last year, and someone did a burlesque fit for him, and it was incredible. It was one of my faves. All his fits are goated. Oh yes, I he definitely made me want to start watching One Piece again because I'm like, I gotta know, who is he? Who is this man who's got these incredible outfits? I love it. You gotta give me a rundown of this guy. What would you say? Like, what are the top 3 things I gotta know about him before I start watching One Piece again? You have a Barney! What the hell? I didn't notice that's the token you got. That's incredible. Oh no, I'm just gonna have the Barney song stuck in my head. I loved Barney as a kid. He was my favorite dinosaur. God, he's so creepy. Whoever thought that was a good idea? It's like weird to look at. What is it? Oh, Corpses Crusher. Ooh.
Do you want to give him haste or do you want to give him counters?
Lyoko's ramping in a different way. Enchilada.
Which one? Oh, he's the first dinosaur you played this turn. Yep.
Really?
No, it's where another dinosaur enters.
Oh, the
V3?
yeah, it's Barney the dinosaur. Does that still counts if it's a
yeah,
token creature?
Yep.
Huh. Oh no. Well, no, but I feel bad. This is great for me. I just feel really bad. Feels like and of worst. Nice. Nice, nice. Oh my god. Also, wait, hold on. Was that Ripjaw's Raptor? What? My god. How many of these are going?
Be here for
Nice. Ooh, the armor star is really good. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Well, then I am going to block it on both the cat and the zombie. It's a 4/4?
off the Lord. I thought you were saying
Off the lore? Thundering Spineback. Where is it? Oh. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, it'll take one. I'm just gonna set her counters. Oh, she's the best, though. She's the best. Okay. Well, that's my zombie dead, and that's my cat dead. But also, for that Lyoko, you get to true. So I get doot doot. And also, you get to discard a card at random now. Yes. Yes. Because Black Cat, target opponent discards a card at random. Because you still hit Lily. Lily is precious. Lily is precious. Lily is best girl.
Two. You have 3 cards. Discard the meren. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. All right, my turn. Fair. Sweet. All right. While I am untapping. Haha, get it. So Law was also the main deck with Hunter played for a while until it got banned. Oh no! That's when you stopped playing. That sucks. I can totally see why that would be frustrating and annoying. So his story is he's hot. His backstory is sad. His best friend's a panda bear, and he's a doctor. My God, what an incredible person! I think I have to start watching One Piece again. Mid piece. That's not very nice. Okay, wait, hold on. Uh, hold on. Oh. So upkeep on real top card. It is a pestilent cauldron. And I lose 2 life. Or 3 life? I lose 3 life. 1, 2, 3. That's helpful though. Yeah.
But then.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good question. Does it matter which side it's on when I pull it out? Because could I then just flip it? Like could I pull it out? So if Dark Confidant does damage to me based on the amount of mana that this card is.
Oh no, there's a default side. Which Pestilent Cauldron?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's Pestilent Cauldron is the. Oh really? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so it's the default.
The side does not hit you for 5. It hits you for 3.
So the cauldron was it? Oh yeah, it's also marked as the default face. So the pestilent cauldron is first of all really good flavor wise. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the deck because it makes a pest. Each opponent mills cards equal to the amount of life I gain this turn, and I can exile 4 target cards from a single graveyard. But it also becomes Restorative Burst, which I can return up to 2 target creature, land, and or planeswalker cards from my graveyard to my hand, and each player gains 4 life. And both of these are just really, really solid, and I really like this as an addition to my deck. But I think it's time. I think it is time for Vorniclex. Because it's about what I... Oh, wait, I still have to draw for turn, though, actually. Just kidding. That was just my pull. We got Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token. So I don't really have anything I can sacrifice right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna use it for mana anyway. And I don't...
Sap your soul.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna sag my soul. I'm gonna tap it for mana. So I need 2 more. Or we'll say this taps for green, and then Deadly Dispute is 2. 1 colorless, 1 black. It does give me some card draw, and I could just sack the Dark Confidant because I can start just pulling cards onto the field this turn.
Well, you do have enough to do the
I have enough to do both. Yeah. I'll just do Vorniclex then. Scoot Lily. So, well, actually, let me do Lily. Well, I already tapped, so let me pull out Vorniclex.
Before you do Lily?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes. So Vorniclex, if you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. If an opponent would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, they put half that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead, rounded down. So we're gonna do Lily for 4. So 1, 2. So +2, each player discards a card. Oh, I didn't think that went through. Well, I mean, it's all I can really do. So I'm probably going to drop that Deadly Dispute. But, so then how much is that with Vorniclex? I'm actually going to put them next to each other. She gets 4 counters. 1, 2. Okay, so she's up to 6 now. Damn.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to discard Deadly Dispute. Vorniclex has Summoning Sickness.
Discard. Yes. And yeah. Vorniclex has haste.
Oh! And trample! Oh, shit! Well, Lyoko's got way too many big stompos. And the biggest thing you've got is a 5/5, but you could multi-block and kill it, right? Oh. Yeah. But if I see, I'm worried if I don't have enough blockers up, you guys are just gonna keep tagging Lily.
No, Lyoko's getting scared. Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. So I'm going to call it on my turn, but at my end step, I'm gonna crack open my graveyard. And I have enough to get out Pride Malkin, so I'm gonna get out Pride Malkin. And ETBs put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. Let's put it on Vorniglex. Yes. Also, I'm gonna take it off. Yeah. So now it's a 7/7. I wish they had a better way to do like +1/+1 on that. So here's my little ragtag group of critters. You got this guy, and then a dude who's like, come sit in the chair. It's a nice time. And then Kitty. Can you imagine just rolling up to the also pass to the magic field, just like, hello, I am Planeswalker. Here is my strange man. Here is my kitty cat, and also whatever the hell this monster is. Also, here's my hot girlfriend. Her name's Lily. She's a necromancer. I was gonna kill your drover. No, it has +3. Dang it. No, I don't want to kill my Prime Malkin. I need it as a blocker. I'm gonna doot you in the face.
So right now we're flipping for the card.
Yes. Wait, pause bug for 1 second. Thank you so much, Dark253, for joining the cult. I so appreciate you. Welcome. We are currently testing out one of my favorite decks with viewer recommendations. And right now we've actually pulled a couple of viewer recommendations. The one that I've actually been able to play is this one. So welcome. I hope you enjoy. At the end of the stream, if you're willing to stick around, I will be taking more suggestions to add to this deck. It is a Golgari Witches deck, if that helps. Or if you'd like to lurk, please feel free. Welcome. Anyway, continue, Trash. It's Trash's turn.
So right now we are flipping for the Cartlusian Minotaur cumulative upkeep. The first one was Tails. That gave Kitty 1 damage to assign. Second is Heads. That gives me 1 damage to assign. I draw a card, and Okon's power and toughness double.
Wait, Okon.
It is now a 6/6. We're gonna do that with counters. So its power and toughness is doubled 1 time. I draw a card, and I am going to deal 1 damage to Why is all your stuff big? I don't like that.
It's Big Zombie. Because his deck's made out of dino DNA. Okay, I'll take 1 to the face.
Third flip for the Cartlusian Minotaur cumulative upkeep is also Heads. So Okon's power and toughness doubles again. I draw another card, and I will shoot Lyoko in the face. Okay. I will play land for turn. It is Soken-Zan. What makes the most sense in what?
TikTok people, would it help if I did this?
We'll tap 2 red and 1 for Molten Birth. Trigger Kark the Thumbless. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I flip a coin.
Ooh. I'll watch that one.
I win the flip, so I copy this spell. And I draw a card.
Okay.
And I double Okon's power again. So he has now doubled 3 times. So that's 6, 12. Yeah, he's a 24, 24. I get 4 1/1 red elementals. Elemental. 1/1 out. Doesn't work. I do not have a way to do that. I have 4 1/1s though. I know.
Oh.
All right, so now
Template.
we're going to flip for the not copy of, because only the initial casting can actually return to my hand, because the other one is a token copy of the spell on the stack, and if it goes to return to my hand, it will just disappear. So the first one that can actually return to my hand is heads. So I will draw a card.
Okay.
Okon is now a 48/48, and Molten Birth goes back into my hand. Now this is for the copy that is also heads. So, and then, oh god, I've had 1 damage to shoot for each of these. So that's 4, 3. Which I would have assigned this differently, not knowing that I had multiples, so I'm just going to put 2 into Chode's face and 1 into Kitty's face. I'd blow up a creature, but that doesn't seem fair, because in the order it would have happened, it just would have been... Okay, so then I draw a card, and power and toughness double again, so they have now doubled 5 times. And now, yeah, none of this really changes anything. So now we're going to move to combat. We're going to do Zinder Splits trigger first. So I flip a coin and...
Yep.
Tails, so Zinder Split does nothing. Now we do Okon. Flip a coin until I lose a flip. That is heads. So draw a card. Power and toughness double. Shoot something for 1 damage. Oh yeah. Alex, you can shoot something. Okay, I will take 1. 2 for Okon. It's heads. He doubles again. I draw a card. Screw it. We'll see if we can make it happen. I'm gonna shoot Tent Laza for 1. Third flip for Okon is tails. So we are done. So Kitty, you can shoot.
Doesn't really make sense. There's not a lot to shoot for 1. Everything's kind of boosted. I will shoot Trash in the face. Because he's flipping out. Bless you for the hard dudes on the TikTok.
4, 5, 6, 7, 384. What?
What?
Oh yeah, no, because it's doubling. It's not okay.
What?
So, yeah, no, sorry, no, it's 380. It goes 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96, 192. 384, 384, but he does not have trample.
Honestly, Mystery Skulls for Magic Stream is pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie.
Alex, you have a 384, 384 coming at you. Yep. Second main, I am going to tap 3 and Chaos Work. You're welcome to. Yeah, that card's scary as shit. You already have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dang.
If you hadn't blocked 5 mana of dinosaurs on the board, so you put it in your deck, and then you draw, shuffle, and reveal the top card. And if it's a permanent, it
Here's the top card of his library. If it's a permanent card, he or she puts it onto the battlefield. I wish I could move where the little card preview is. That's what I like better about Spell Table is I like that the card preview is persistent. What? What?
That is all I got. I killed one of his big dinos with a giant creature. It was a what? Yeah, it was a Farsi.
Okay.
All my elementals die.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, from
Ride Monk and die.
sad. I do get a counter. Not sad. This guy just sent a sweet little kitty to the graveyard. The next dude is coming right at you.
Yep.
Oh. Because you had another dino enter the field. The Verdant Sun's avatar! Bless! Another creature enters the battlefield under your control. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. That's one of my favorite dino cards. That would have been bad, admittedly.
Yeah, no, that worked out pretty well for you. I kind of screwed myself. All right, well, I'm passing turn now. I have to clean up. I have to discard the hand size.
While Trash is doing that, Wither Hunter, you know what's something I wish I'd love to see more alternative art of? I would love to see I would love to see dinos that are ducks, like duck dino cards or just like duck dino art. Cuz everyone obviously like, you know, birds are evolved from a lot of dinos or whatever. But I think it'd be cool if there was like a duck dino. I don't know what that looked like some weird fucking platypus with teeth sort of fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know what that looked like. I want to see it though. I want to see a duck dino. I feel like I've seen one somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Maybe actually DuckTales if I'm thinking about it. Or even Darkwing Duck. I have no idea. A duckosaur. I think it would look something like this. Oh, fuck. When did she... Oh my god.
He already has.
He already has haste. Also, when did my soul ring die? Did it just die?
It didn't die.
It didn't die? Oh, because your saga got blowed up. Yay! Thanks, Trash. Neat. Why does it look like the opening scene of Tarzan? You know what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Don't you mean the sun? Here comes the sun, doo doo doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's Gishath. Ba da 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 da. I'm scared. Oh, would trample both. Ouch. Okay.
Minotaur and Cinder split in front of Gishath, and I'll take 5, 6, 5. Or no, 6. I'll take 6.
So it's a 5-5 and a 6-6. Damn, or 7-7. Hmm. Hmm.
Don't don't block the Wrathful Raptors.
Yeah. Which could be Lily. What if I just take it? What if I just take it? Oh, good. Pause for 1 second. The Dark joined us. They said, I really need to learn how to play Magic because they don't understand anything that's going on. It's like walking into a math class after missing a day and not understanding what a word of what's happening. Well, The Dark, if it's any consolation, that is how I feel playing Magic all the time. If you're not paying close enough attention, sometimes it's just like, oh no, 14, I blinked and 14 things happened. Oh god, what's happening? Hold on. Uh, we're kind of in it right now. So I guess if I can best describe kind of what's going on with this move right here is Lyoko has this kind of insane trigger. Yeah, a board wipe kind of needs to happen right now because
Yeah, brilliant. It's not, yeah.
so he might be able to kill us next turn. I really don't want Lily to die. So he can basically direct any damage that I use to, like, think of magic like wizards on a like actual battlefield, and they're dimensionally ripping creatures from other planes to fight for them. That's the easiest way I can describe like the premise of magic. So in this case, I have just some fucking guy, and I've also got a big drooling creature. And that's it. And then also I have a fellow planeswalker. She's my girlfriend. Her name's Lily. I love her. Oh, and also Meren. She's also my girlfriend. Her name's Meren. I love her. I have my two girlfriends out on the field with me, and they're using their sapphic energy to help embolden me. I don't know. I think I've lost the plot. So I don't really have a good response to this attack, because if I do block, he could just deal damage to Lily. Lily's kind of like me. I'm a planeswalker. She's a planeswalker. So I really don't want that to happen, because I really need her ability that's -8. You get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return to the battlefield. I'll explain how planeswalkers work here in a second. So I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place. So unless I draw removal, which I do have in this deck, or a board wipe, or trash draws board wipe or removal. Removal is like individual creatures. Board wipe is everything gone. Big nuke. Drop big nuke, make go away. Which would be very fitting for the dinosaurs, right? It's like the only real way to get rid of them. Kind of hilariously enough. Coincidentally. So
Take it on the chin.
I think I'm just gonna take it on the chin. I'm gonna bake some risky biscuits. We're gonna bake some risky biscuits, and so how much damage would that be total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yep.
Nice. But also, ugh! True. I'm over here like, I'm trying to test my Meren deck. And everyone's like, big stompy.
Kind of happy that things are actually happening in this game.
Anyway, is it my turn? The coin flip's really fun. The Dark said, having your girlfriends fight for you makes it more depressing when they die since you're emotionally connected. Oh my god, hold on, The Dark. I have to show you something really funny. It's actually hold on, kind of hilarious, because you are very apt and on the nose with that, because Lily is a flip card. She has a special ability. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, I exile her, but then return her to the battlefield transformed, and create a 2/2 black zombie creature in the process. So you are very on the nose with that example. So lots of girlfriends have to die to get her to do the thing she needs, unfortunately. Sad but true. Okay, so I'm kind of hosed, unfortunately, and I don't think we got a chance. So we'll have to replay with these recommendations again, because I have only drawn into one so far, which I figured was probably something that was going to happen, but that just means we have an opportunity to try again in the future. So untap, upkeep, Dark Confidant says at the beginning of my upkeep, reveal. Oh, so the main three moves you need to understand at the beginning of a magic turn is untap, upkeep, and draw. So untapping is basically anything that was tapped previous becomes untapped unless otherwise specified. Your upkeep abilities is the thing that happens before you draw your next card. So in this case, I have a upkeep ability. In this case, I have to reveal the top card of my library and put that card in my hand. I lose life equal to its converted mana cost. So let's hope it's something really good and also not murderous. Oh, good, it's a swamp. Do I lose anything? Do I?
No.
Is it no? Okay.
Land stuff.
But I still get to draw for turn. Boop. It's a typhoid rats. I did it. I won the game. I got the rats. Haha. Suck it. Okay, well. Land for turn. I am gonna tap it and get it out. It's fine. It's fine, you guys. I am also going to do Liliana for another 2, putting her up to actually a bunch. 1, 2. So she's up to 10 now because. Also, so the way planeswalkers work, the dark, is they essentially are just special creatures, except they're not creature types. They're planeswalkers, and they have abilities that you can trigger each turn depending on what their counters are at. So I'm using these counters as her total, so this number doesn't matter right now. But you add or remove counters based on what you're doing each turn. So in this case, Liliana, the Defiant Necromancer, her -8 or her +2 ability is each player discards a card. Oh wait, actually, I might want to back that up. I don't think I want to do the Typhoid Rats. Well, it does though. It does actually. So I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm going to hold on, hold on, hold on. So I am gonna play land for turn. But instead of playing Typhoid Rats, I'm going to plus Liliana. Sorry, I forgot this was her +2 ability. I always forget that each player draws a card. Or each player, sorry, discards a card. I'm going to put Typhoid Rats into the graveyard. And then, because I need to... I need the card in my hand, so I'm then going to tap 1, 2, 3. We'll say. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just get out Soul Ring. So this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. To get out Restorative Burst, return up to 2 target creature, land, and or planeswalker. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I don't want to do the Cauldron ability. Some of these cards are a little complicated because they're flip cards, which means they have 2 different abilities on each side. Yeah, I definitely want the Restorative Burst. So I'm going to play Restorative Burst. Return up to 2 target creature, land, and or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your hand. Each player gains 4 life. Exile Restorative Burst. Restorative Birth! So I'm going to pull back all my creatures. Each gain 4. Wait, I can do... Or up to 2 target creatures. So I'm actually going to pull out those 2, but I'm going to leave Pride Malkin in. Player gains 4 life. Exile Restorative Burst. Okay, it's exiled. And then I'm going to tap for black to play Typhoid Rats. And then I'm going to tap for black and for colorless to get out Black Cat. Yay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. And yeah, and I cannot, although I don't know how I don't know how Lily's gonna survive this, if I'm honest. Oh, yay! Oh, that's true. I forgot because he does double counters. Sweet. So I'm not gonna swing with anything. I'm gonna keep all my shit up. And at my end step, so the thing about commander is you basically have a commander who's like the I guess the commander of your deck. They're the ones who control your deck, and they're usually a card that you base your mechanics around. So in this case, my commander is Meren of Clan Neltoth. Whenever another creature I control dies, I get an experience counter. And at the beginning of my end step, I choose a target creature card in my graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters I have, I return it to the battlefield. So basically, I can anything that has 4 cost or less, I can just pull out directly onto the battlefield. So at my end step, I'm going to pull out Pride Malkin, Pride Malkin. When it enters the battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. I'm going to put it on Vorniclex, which puts him up to 4 extra counters because of his ability, which basically doubles counters. So now he's a 10/10 with Trample. So now I can at least kind of go toe-to-toe. And that is all I can do for now. Please let me survive one more turn, you guys. Please. I don't usually politic, but this will be the first time I get Lily's ability to pop off. Please, please, please have mercy on my soul. and sorry, what? Not currently. Also, the Dark says, my brother collects rats. I'd rather have a girlfriend die than have to see another rat die. Incredible. What? Game of Chaos? Flip a coin?
And you'll do this until one of us is dead.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Wait.
No, I flip, and Kitty is here to keep me honest. So, call it.
Keep you honest.
It's tails.
It is tails confirmed.
I take 1.
Confirmed tails.
Running.
Here's one life. Let me choose repeat the process.
Run it back.
So Trash Panda is playing a deck that relies a lot on coin flipping. It's tails. It's heads.
It's heads.
It's heads.
Reveal it. Well, you were saying no. You called it heads before I'd said heads. So I take 4. You gain 4.
Double or nothing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
It's tails.
It's tails confirmed. This is wild.
Again.
Ha 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 ha! Again. Let's go gambling.
I take 16.
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Again. Ha 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 ha. That's tails.
I win 32. You win 32.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Double or nothing. Oh my god. It's heads.
I take 64, you gain 64.
No fucking way. He's dead. He just coin flipped himself to death. What the hell?
Wait, no, hang on.
What?
Hang on. We did 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. The last one was 32. I went up to 48 from 16. So I take 64, you gain 64.
What?
Yep.
That is ridiculous.
I almost had you. I fucking love this card.
Oh my god.
Such a fun card.
Well, thanks for leaving me with nothing. I'm basically screwed here.
That is my only act. Die to combat damage next turn, or I try to take him out with that. Like, literally, that was the only option I had.
Damn. I am well and truly hosed if he is now at 85 health. Thanks, Trash Panda. And also, like, what?
Yeah, darling, he had lethal.
Yeah. There's no way.
That was the Hail Mary because I didn't have a board.
Yeah,
I
neither of us had a board way.
But I pitched it because
that's okay. Lyoko, it's up to you if you want to call what hits what, but I will also totally take the loss on the chin. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what I'm okay if you're willing to let me do the thing. I don't think I can, like, it doesn't actually help me right now because I don't have anything in my graveyard. So that this would be super helpful if I was able to do the thing. True. Well, here, how about this? I will draw. Yeah, well, I will draw two. Okay. All right. Okay. But also, trash, you never passed your turn, so it's still stuck on your screen. You still haven't passed. It's not showing you passed. It gets weird when you like just leave. It get big mad. Well, it's showing Lyoko's screen now. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So untap, upkeep, bap. Reveal the first card. It's a malevolent witch kite, which is not bad. Oh my god! Hold on. Everybody stop. Stop. Thank you, The Dark, specifically 253, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Oh my god, thank you for the Bezos money. I so appreciate it. Every sub is a chance to change the future with the past. And as your local cyber celestial witch who is trying to fix the future, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I'm still working on my spiel. Hope that's okay. I'm so glad you're enjoying this game of Magic, even though I'm getting totally rolled. I so appreciate it. Remember, Magic is everywhere. Thank you so much for your contribution. We're gonna try and do Magic every Wednesday night, I think, is what the tentative plan is. So we will be back, and I'm totally happy to keep teaching you how to play. Planning on doing a series on TikTok and YouTube Shorts about it, as well as Reels. If I don't know if anyone still wants to do Reels because of everything, it's fine. But totally happy to assist, and thank you so much for joining us. I hope I'm glad you're liking it so far. Sorry, that got me all flustered. Thank you. I'm so happy. Anyway, okay, so Dark Confidant gave me a malevolent witch kite, so I am gonna have to take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch! I'm down to 13. Lucky 13. Nice. Oh, right. Bat. That's okay. I would have almost been a little lucky if it was 13. So Malevolent Witch Kite, enter, sacrifice any number of artifacts, blah, blah, blah. That just goes in my hand. So that's something. So now I get to draw for turn. And it's a forest. So land for turn. I'm gonna do Lily down to. I'm gonna -8. So I'm actually just gonna exit. No, it doesn't, because she was at 10. But I am gonna just manually add. Oh god, what's 10 -8? Brain is not working. 2. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, I did the wrong thing. Oh no. If you. Oh, right, it's right click. My bad. Okay. So all I have is the witch kite. Trash, do you have thoughts? The witch kite says, when it ETBs, sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens, then draw that many cards. So I could Okay, Mindstone Soul Ring. Bap. Bap.
Yeah.
2 black. Yeah. So Soul Ring and the Mindstone. So wait, that's 1, 2, and a green. Okay. So destroy the Soul Ring, destroy the Mindstone, and so then that's 2. Oops. I got a land and a Dread Malkin. Menace, sacrifice another creature or planeswalker to put 2+1/+1 counters on Dread Malkin. So they have to pay for it. Okay. Draw another card.
Although that taps you out, basically.
Oh no! I know, but it could have. I mean, it still sucks that it was that's what I'm mad about. That it was that far down. It doesn't help me right now, but just like knowing that it was that close.
If you pulled Altar of Dementia, you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw 4 and see what I got out of it. So I didn't get. So the next was Epic Downfall, Savra, Rogue's Passage, and Regrowth. So not super awesome, unfortunately. Oh well. So that's. Yeah, I had. It was all. I'm curious. I just want to keep drawing. Nope. We did get Harness Infinity and Boseiju. Yeah, it's done. There's no winning. But hey, yeah. Hey, GG's. We tried. Good game. I really like Vorniclex as an addition. So thank you. Thank you for the recommendation on that. That was perfect. That ended up working out really well. I think that might be a new addition to this deck, like fully. So I greatly appreciate that.
No, these $50 card.
Oh, well, you know what? We'll save.
Yeah.
If you would like to if someone out there would like to donate to my meren actual no.
I mean, it's proxy until.
Yeah. We just play casually, so it really doesn't matter. So, well, still that was a ton of fun.
That was very fun.
Oh, actually, let's do.
I'm gonna drop out of the Discord call. I'll let you wrap up the stream, but thank you for the game.
Absolutely.
Alex, you are a gentleman and a scholar for playing that out.
I appreciate. And then you got the perfect draw. That's always what happens. It's always the deck that you least expect.
It's just totally up to chance. Chance decided you win the game. So.
That should definitely help. All right, so debrief. What happened? Okay, so I think the mulligan was the right call at the beginning. Totally good. Actually, yeah, I'll drop out of the Discord call so you don't have to hear me yapping. Perfect. I'll be back soon. Be right back. All right, so let's debrief a little bit. I think that was a really solid initial draw on what we got. Like, I liked it a lot. I think the additions were really solid. I'm really sad I did not get a chance to play more of them because I really like them. Oh no, we missed that big critter. What was that called? I'm already blank. It's Vorn or something. Vornclex. Okay, he needs to be on the new.
You should be.
There he is. Wordclicks. How do I change tags? There we go. We can do new.
You just tagged him to new from new.
What? I didn't see him on there.
What do you mean? He's right there. That's
oh, whoops, my bad. Sorry, that's okay. Whatever, fine. So yeah, I think the new additions are really really solid. I'm really sad I did not get to try most of them because they're all really cool. So I guess we're just gonna have to try a couple more games with this deck. Not tonight because I gotta go to bed. I got work stuff. But I really 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 like these suggestions, you guys. I think that was awesome. Like totally totally fun. I think that was just also something fun to do because I know a lot of people like love giving magic recommendations. That's kind of one of the things I love about the magic community is somebody always knows a card out there, and that's something I appreciate about you nerds. So thank you for sharing, and this is awesome. I definitely would like to give this another try. I gosh. I think I had a really solid start with that mulligan. It just did not go the way I needed it to, which I think is the big problem I've run into with this deck before is I just cannot like seem to get like unless I get a really solid first 3 rounds, I just cannot seem to ramp. So we might have to think about what that looks like in the future, or I just might have to be more brutal with my mulligans and just like just keep going till I get something really really good. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who will do that with their commander decks where they're just like, I mulligan until we keep mulliganing until I say we're done mulliganing. Fair. Also the Dark 253 said the 253 is a random number I use on Xbox 360 as a part of my gamer tag. Name is just a username from as long as I can remember. I'm actually so white I hurt people's eyes to look at on a sunny day. Bless. The Dark, I think, I love the irony of the username, but also I think Trash Panda Suplex can relate because he is also as white can be. He does not tan in the sun, he just burns to a crisp. Relatable. But I really appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope it was as entertaining as it felt for me. But yeah, folks, if you have any, we'll hang out for another, let's say, 5 minutes would be reasonable. I'm gonna say yay on the prediction. I'm gonna say yeah. This was a solid coolest Rex ever. Absolutely. But we'll hang out for another 5 minutes and just kind of talk about more of like what I think I could have done better in our little debrief here. I think metacognition is kind of one of the important things about not just playing TCG, but also Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. But also in life. So so if you have any recommendations for this deck, what am I saying? Drop them now or forever hold your peace until next time. And I will add those to my list, and we will see how they work. I think we're gonna try and incorporate more from this list last time. We just kind of didn't have a lot of time. I didn't really think about that. I was like, oh, we probably should have done this before stream. My bad. But we didn't get a chance to play most of these, but I will say Vorniclex is definitely my favorite edition. First of all, I love Phyrexian style cards. I don't play a whole lot of them because a lot of them are infect, which like I still kind of don't understand, or like poison, which I still kind of don't understand as a mechanic. I think my cousin had a poison deck that was dope as hell and kind of changed my mind on Phyrexian stuff. But I think this is a really cool card. Obviously kind of doesn't quite fit the witch theme. I do like how it's like a horror creature. And I think just it doing the counter ability is huge. I think that has made a big difference, especially with Lily, because it's so hard for her to ramp. Because as soon as she gets out, usually she gets targeted pretty fast, which is why I tend to hesitate on bringing her out. There we go, Lily. Yeah, I kind of hesitate to bring her out sometimes just because like she gets targeted so quickly. Same with Garuk. I don't know where he is. There we are, Garuk. There we go. Garuk is awesome because he gives me critters that I can sacrifice and also for free, which is amazing. And then obviously when they die, he gets counters, so it kind of behooves me to sacrifice them. Which is like Garruk was originally my choice for commander for this deck, but then I found out that only specific planeswalkers can be commanders. Fine, I guess. But he is a really solid card. I have actually not been able to play him because he is targeted so quickly. So I think having Vorniclex is going to be a really solid boon to that mechanic. I'm really excited to try Harness Infinity. My graveyard just did not get like padded out the way that it normally does, especially because I just kind of did not have any of those sack outlets to begin with. The only thing I think I'd change about Lily is I wish she had it where instead of having to discard a card, it was like sacrifice a creature. That would be perfect. And I'm sure there's a Lily out there that does something like that. But the reason I like having the Lily that I do is because she is a flip card. And starts as a creature, and like I was saying earlier, since her main face is a creature card, if she goes into the graveyard, I can still recur her, and unfortunately I don't think there's any other Lily that does something like that. Who knows though, maybe with the Innistrad re-release, my favorite set, they'll do something like that. That would be awesome. I'm actually very, very excited for the Innistrad re-release. I'm honestly a little tempted to see if my friends want to go in on a box and maybe open that box on stream or something like that. I know people really like that. There's like kind of something ASMR, but also satisfying about watching other people open cards. That's like one of those videos that like helps put me to sleep at night. But we'll think about it. But I think at least for this new edition, or at least for this particular loop, I think we've got like a really solid thing going on. I almost wish I was able to get Garruk too, because that would be a really, really cool. I wonder how that would work with his abilities. Like if he would still get double the counters for the wolves dying, because that would ramp him so fast. That would be incredible. I keep losing him. There we go. Yeah, because his emblem is only -6. That would put me at his -6 in like 2 turns, which is wild. And creatures you control get +3/+3 and have trample. That's usually the thing that solves my issue with the tinier critters, kind of getting stamped out, but also making my bigger beasties a little bit more stompy. So we'll just kind of have to see. I'm definitely looking forward to. I definitely want to try this again. I think we're gonna try and do another stream for Magic next Wednesday, just because this was a ton of fun. And I kind of want to make it a regular thing. I know because we especially have a lot of Magic nerds out there. And I love the heck out of Ashes of Creation, but I also love playing Magic the Gathering. Those are my 2 major nerd activities right now. So that is 5 minutes out. So that is closing on the card recommendations for today. I think I'll just have to scrub back through the chat to make sure there wasn't any that I missed to add to my pinboard. But for now, I think that's it. I think that's my spiel. So, folks, thanks again so much for joining. This was absolutely wonderful. Thank you everyone who put in suggestions, but also who subscribed and followed. I so greatly appreciate it. Together, I think we can help change the future and save it from the oh no, I'm already forgetting. The technocratic corpos, together, you and me will do it through the power of magic and Ashes of Creation and writing fan fiction. So together, stronger. If you are a fan of MMORPGs, I am going to be streaming Ashes of Creation on Saturdays, and I would like to stream Magic again next Wednesday. But until then, thank you every single person who joined us this day. You have a wonderful rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So yeah, you have a wonderful night. Thanks again. Catch you later.